to go. Okay, today we have some short show, guys. You know, we have a professional teachers here that we want to share something special for fellow students around the world. It might be by me or someone is in college or in, students that want to get some advice about how do you concentrate on your studies. Here we are. We want to share something that is very, very special. We can determine the background and socialize you dealing with the technology that we have nowadays. So here we present the professional. They want to tell us what are the important about the future of the from the experience. Can you give us what is more important you expect from the students that are struggling in education status?
Always remember your goal, remember why you started studying, remember where you become, and always remember what you want to achieve. That should always push you when you study. There are times when you are going to feel tired and you feel like giving up, but remember your goal, remember why you started. That should push you to go forward.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have another questions that you people might know. You know, as a students, there are so much troubles that we are encounter as a students. Like we are struggling with the concept of being the backgrounds. I'm talking about the backgrounds, as you know. So, what is the most thing that the most thing that we expect the student to cover up so that he cope up with the I'm talking about the student that they are not talented in education. What the profile that you can give them to be in part of the best one?
Okay. First of all, being a student, it's actually something that is very difficult. Because if you are a student, you are learning, you are in the learning process. So a learning process is something that is not just something that you can take for granted. As in, the concepts that you are learning are actually new to you. So everyone maybe you can talk of the teenagers, you can talk of the adults. Learning to anyone is something that is to be taken particularly, because when we learn things that we do. So the concept of learning not only to students but to anyone else who can be a learner at any given time, I think it's a difficult situation. So to the young ones, to the teenagers, when we are talking about learning, I'm now talking of our high school learners, primary to high school. You know, these people, they are actually curious about the world because these people are growing up. And when you are growing up, you know, they say curiosity kills the cat. So they are always curious, and these people are actually unlimited when it comes to the way they explore the world. You know, they say the limit is the sky. When you are in the world on Earth, the limit is the sky. So now, especially the so-called 2000 that we have, this one, they are actually extreme. They take real risks of the world. They can do anything in the world of which they wouldn't know the consequences. And remember, for you to learn sometimes, you have to see the consequences of your actions. There is that saying that goes like, we learn from our mistakes. Sometimes they have to make mistakes so that they can see the consequences and then they learn from that. Of which that way of learning, to me, is not actually beneficial. Why? Because for a considerable number, if you are to learn from your mistake, very few can recover from their mistakes. So to cut the long story short, I can say to these students, our teenagers, I can say no. You guys we have to be objective oriented. My brother here spoke about goals. Goals are very important. The starting point is to set a goal. Once you set a goal, you have the direction. But remember, the direction is not the distance. You can point a direction, which means now you have a specific way that you have to follow. But there should be a point where you mark along that direction. Say, no, I want to end here, and that is your objective. So your objective is a short-term goal. So what I'm trying to say is, what helps you to achieve your goal is an objective. So you must have objectives that lead you to your goal. So apparently, you guys are now referring to the teenagers that we have. The teenagers are lacking that. They are not willing to set the goals. Why? Because to set a goal is not something that important as person can do. It takes a lot of effort to set a goal. This is only a goal, not talking about an objective. Now, if you are being objective oriented, you must make sure that you have these qualities. Number one, you have to be focused. If you are focused in whatever you do in your life, you can be able to set a goal because you know the direction in which you want to go. Number two, you need to know that you are committed. Commitment is very important. Commitment. Because if you are not committed, you're going to do a snake movement. And the snake movement can delay your what? Your time to reach your goal. I think for now, I can give you because I can spend more time talking. But if you want more, then you are free to consult with us. Then we can give you more information for free. We don't sell information. Just give you information for free.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. As you get yourself into this show, it wasn't a show, but it's something that is very big and inspiring to the loved ones around the world. You know, it's very difficult for us nowadays to be in touch with people that are lacking information. That's why we, as you heard from the headline from the professor called about the AMA 2000. You know, it's so sad the way we are handling the situation around, because this world is moving so fast, regardless of what is happening outside. So, you know what? In this world, in Africa, we call it all what we have is starting from what they call it, a charity begins at home. You know. As we see now, these are professional teachers for students, and they are calling us here. They're telling the situation to be reliable for all of us, so that we get some knowledge, so that as the parents or the guardians, they must know what the truth about it, because they suffer more work to dealing with this AMA 2K. And now I can have another question that I'm going to ask you for the next. So. For all right, I'm targeting the Mister. Can you tell us what exactly we're supposed to do to dealing with the situation of early marriage for the AMA 2K? Because I'm seeing that there's a lot of things that is happening to the early marriage. It's been for the students. The student does it early, and they end up in situation like getting pregnancy. You know. Yeah, and how do you handle in that situation? You know, in the student, and it's happening to your schools, and you know, so that's the thing that we want to. So
early marriage is usually caused by lack of occupation. Student is not occupied enough in school.
Yes.
They usually end up doing things that need to do. So they need to be occupied as much as possible. So educators and parents, they have to make sure that their students are always occupied in schoolwork, and they're always protected from situations that are tempting. Sometimes students end up getting into situations where they are tempted to involve themselves in acts that are not for their age. So the best is for them to occupy things that are useful in their life, especially education.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. For now, we can end up here. See you next on the next show, guys. You know, it's we are going to continue, and Please, next time, just catch up with us. More to come. We are bringing more. We are light to the world so that you get knowledge for what is happening in the world. So we love you. Thank you for your support.